Today in our 2013 Mazda CX-9, we're going to be taking a look at, I'm going to show you how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector, part number 56016. This is what our wiring looks like when it's installed. It's going to give you all the proper lighting functions to safely tow your trailer. It's going to come with included dust cap. It's going to help keep your connections clean from any dirt and debris. The kit is going to come with all the necessary hardware to get it installed. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. This is what your wiring kit's going to look like when you get it. You're going to get your fuse holder, some black silicone. You're going to get your power wire that's going to run from the back of the vehicle up to the battery. You're going to get your fuse, a few butt connectors. One thing I do want to mention, I would probably get some heat shrink butt connectors and replace the heat shrink with the ones that are in the kit, because the one that's up by the battery is going to be outside the vehicle. Heat shrink butt connector is going to help it keep moisture and stuff out from your connection. You can find these on our website. This is your 4-pole connection. This is your power wire coming from your module that you'll be connecting the power wire that's going up to your battery. This is your ground wire, which will ground it on the body somewhere. It has to be on metal. You have your wire that's going to plug directly into your driver's side. Existing wiring behind your taillights, and then the same thing on your passenger side. Green wire is going to go to your passenger side. Let's talk about the box here for a second. What this box does is it's going to protect your factory wiring in your vehicle from any backfeed from the trailer if your trailer has any wiring issues. Now with this wiring kit, or this wiring harness here, you're going to get 3 amps per circuit for your stop and turn signal and 6 amps per circuit for your tail lights. It's giving you a pretty good amount of amperage, so if you have a trailer that may have a few extra lights, this will work fine, making those very visible. One thing I do want to mention is this wiring kit, in the instructions, it wants you to put it inside the vehicle and run your power wire out. However, our customer today wants us to put our 4-pole outside the vehicle, so I'm going to route this just a little bit different way. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let me show you how I'm going to do that. First thing we need to do to start our installation, you want to get in the back of your vehicle. We need to take out this center section here so we can get to the plug that's behind these panels on both sides. So we're going to start here in the center. We'll take a small flathead screwdriver. We're going to have 2 push pin fasteners down on the bottom of this here. We'll just pry up the center and make sure you get the base with it. And then we'll just lift out. Just like this, and we'll set this aside. Go ahead and pull this panel out. We'll set it right up here, that compartment. Now we're going to pull this sill panel here off. We're going to have a couple things we need to remove on both sides of the vehicle. This is going to be the same on both sides. Pull that up. You're going to have a 10mm head bolt. Remove that. You'll have a Phillips screw here, and then right down here, take that small flathead screwdriver, pop this cap up right here. You're going to have another 10mm screw. Pull those 3 out, and we should have enough room to pull this out to get to our wiring. Now if we pull our panel out like this, you're going to see a wiring harness like right here. We're going to unplug that, just like that. We're going to take the side of our wiring harness that has the yellow and red, and we're just going to match our plugs up. Then we'll plug the other side into here, just like that. Now we're going to take a yellow butt connector from our kit. We're going to add on to the black wire that's coming from our modular box. And then our black wire, our roll of black wire, they're going to be routing up to the front. If the end's not stripped, go ahead and strip it. And you're going to add it to the other end of the butt connector. And I'm going to take some black electrical tape, just cover that up, just to help protect it a little bit better. Next, we're going to mount our modular box. We're going to have some 2-sided tape in our kit. Just pull one side off. Make sure you push down on it good. Right down here is a good flat spot. go ahead and stick it there. So we'll pull off our other side. Press it in there good. Panel will go back in. And we'll just take our ground wire and I'm going to ground it right here. As long as it's on metal, not on any plastic, it will work. We're going to use a self-tapping screw and a 1/4 inch socket. Self-tapping screw comes in our kit. Just like that. Now we can put this panel back in place. Make sure you pull your weather stripping back out. Now if you notice this large grommet right here, this is where I'm going to put my 4-pole wiring and my power wire. I'm going to go right through there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this together. I'm going to zip tie it right to this factory wiring. And then from here, if you follow the wiring, it'll route right over to the passenger side. We'll just zip tie the green wire to that. And then we're going to plug it in on our passenger side, just the way we did on our driver's side. Now we'll pop this plastic cover off here. I'm going to take our 4-pole in. Go ahead. Put that down in there. Like that. Then we'll just pull our power wire through the same hole. Now I'm going to take my plastic cover here. I'm going to put a slit in it and I can reinstall this plug. Take the silicone and we'll seal up this hole that we had to cut. Just like that. Now we can reinstall our covers, floor covers. We're going to do it in reverse order from the way we took it out. Now I'm going to route my power wire to the front of the vehicle. Let me get it done real quick and I'll show you how I did it. So when we're running a power wire up to the front, we want to make sure we're staying away from anything hot or moving. I ran it right across here. Our spare tire is going to sit up inside of here. So I got enough flex there if I need it. I went over the top here and then our brace here. Went around, filed the existing wiring, zip tied it a little bit right here, a couple spots, went underneath this plastic panel, right up here to the front. I took an airline tube. If you don't have airline tube, you can use anything that has a little bit of stiffness to it, wire hanger, and feed it down from the top up there. And that'll help you get your wire up, keep it up against the firewall. Since I have airline tube, I'm just going to push my wire inside of it. Now I'll go up top, pull my airline tube, wire will come up with it. Once we pull our wire up, I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to tuck it down underneath of the battery container on this bottom corner here. That way it doesn't interfere with if our battery ever needs to come out. And then I'm going to zip tie it right here to this positive battery cable. That'll keep it tight up against our firewall. And we'll take this and we're going to be hooking up to the positive side of our battery here. Now I'm going to take my large ring terminal, my butt connector, and then my fuse holder. We're going to put our ring terminal on one side and our butt connector on the other. What we need to do is we need to cut our power wire down to size. I'm going to cut it about here. Strip back the end. Right on the other end of our butt connector. And we'll take our heat source and shrink our butt connector. Next we'll take a 10mm wrench and loosen this up here. So those are not made to come off all the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little notch out of this. What I've determined is that the ring terminal that comes in the kit is way too large. Even cutting it, I can't get the squeeze enough to make a good connection behind that nut. So I'm actually going to change it out for a 3/16 diameter ring terminal. If you don't have one of those, you can find them on our website. I'll just do this the same way we did it before. We'll strip back our end here. Down there. We'll tighten our nut down. Once you've got it hooked to your battery, you can install your fuse. Then we can take this, and we can just tuck it right down here. A couple of things that I will advise you to get if you're running your wire outside, and that's going to be a short bracket. These are no drill mounting brackets. Short bracket, and then a 4-pole bracket that looks like this. Your short bracket's going to come with a clamp like this. This is going to clamp around your hitch to hold that, and then this is going to mount to the bottom of it like that. Feed your clamp through the hole in the bracket. We're just going to set it right on top of the hitch like that. We'll take a 10mm socket and tighten it down. We can cut off this excess. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and mount our 4-pole bracket. And it's going to come with hardware. Then we can take our 4-pole and put it into our holder like that. Then we'll take our excess wire and we'll zip tie it right up behind the bumper fascia. You can see there's an existing bracket on the back of the fascia. Got a hole in it. I zip tied it right to that. Next, we'll test out our wiring using part number I26. Left turn, right turn, brake lights, running lights. That'll do it for a look at and installation on the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector, part number 56016 on our 2013 Mazda CX-9.